Why do you need a budget? Here are the top reasons why you need to have a personal budget. One is to achieve your financial goals. No matter what goals you have, you need some sort of mechanism to track what you can have, what you can save, what you can spend, and what you can invest. If you can't invest in anything, you won't meet any of your goals. If you can't invest in anything, um, you already said that, but you can't track what you can actually put into your investment accounts if you don't know what's out there, what and where it's going. You gotta know what you have. Like I said, you gotta know it's there, ready for emergency as well. You want to have a piece of your budget ready for just emergencies. You have to know what you can actually afford. So if you have to go find a new house, a new car, and they say how much you want to spend, well, you can't just make up a number. You have to actually know you can actually afford that number as well. It's gonna help you avoid debt too. Um, there's a stat out there that says most Americans are actually spending, especially in poverty, are spending more than what they actually make. Well, no wonder they're in debt. You have to actually track what you can do before you just go ahead and spend it. Includes credit cards, right? Next, this is going to improve your spending habits as well. Do some math here for you. If you spend $27.40 a day on miscellaneous stuff, lunch, dinner, snacks, that's just food, but what about other random stuff that you don't probably need? $27.40 a day for every day for the entire year is 10 grand. If you can figure out how to take out $27.40 a day, you just put 10 more grand in your pocket that you can put towards paying off debt, investments, anything like that. Speaking of investment, how on track are you for retirement? Everyone has different ways to save for retirement. They can put it into real estate to make cash flow. You can put it into a 401k. You can put it into stocks, but you have no way of tracking what you can put into retirement unless you have an actual budget. Helps you live within your means as well. Think about the folks that just they get a raise for their job. Maybe it's 10 grand for the year, but they're spending 15 of it. That's 10 grand raised before taxes. Um, it helps you teach your kids what finance is and how that all works too, because that's something that a lot of folks will complain about today. Look at Facebook, all the memes. Um, they never taught us how to budget, how money works and stuff like that. But if you're able to teach your kids how to budget, they're going to be one more step ahead than living above their means and then going broke. Probably less fights with your spouse too. If you have money fights now, think if you can have a budget or a blueprint to handle how you're supposed to do your finances every month, you're gonna have less fights with your spouse. That right there is probably a huge stress reducer for a lot of you. Helps you sleep better at night too. Think about, oh no, that bill's due, da da da. Well, now if it's already planned, you don't have to worry about that, and this is again another stress reducer. Um, how about it's the summertime and like let's go on vacation? Well, can we afford it? I don't know, but if you have a budget and a piece of your budget plans for um, vacations for the summer, Christmas presents for the winter, that those pieces to your budget can track what you can actually afford to go do before you put it on a credit card. Then all of a sudden you're behind again there. So a good sense of accomplishment, really. Think about, okay, I put this much money towards savings for 6 months or something. All of a sudden you just finished off paying a little credit card. Let's say they were paying $50 a month towards that. Well, you should add that $50 more towards your savings and then find a way to make that grow as well. That's another video. Helps you get out of debt faster as well. I had a friend that had a lot of credit card debt. I helped him sit down with a budget. We went through every single piece that he had, found out where he could cut spending. That's another video as well. That's a whole other subject, really. And you figure out where he can put that money towards his debt, and he paid off a ton of money before having to spend more interest as well. So to kind of recap, if you aren't actually tracking where your money is now, how are you going to figure out what you can do according to adding towards either investments, your financial goals, paying off a house, getting ready to buy a house, saving to buy a house, anything you want to do, you have no idea what you can do unless you actually have a budget. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe because there's a lot more coming. Thanks.